We need to. So we were just talking. Me and Sean were talking. Hey, everybody, how are you? We need like a intro music. Like this is the first show of 2020. We've taken some time off. We took some
2021.
2021. I said 2020, huh?
You said 2020.
I don't even know what day it is. So yeah, we took some holiday time off, and now January's done. I was actually going to do this after the Super Bowl, but Tuesdays doesn't have anything to do with the Super Bowl. So welcome. How are you, Kadani Sean? What's new in Kadani Sean land? Did I scare you? Was that?
Oh no, my head froze for a second. So we're all good. We're all good.
What's new in Kadani Sean? You scared me. I thought you were having like a stroke or something.
No, I didn't.
What's going on in Kadani Sean land? Easy for me to say.
You know, it's been a hectic, crazy January.
We haven't caught up. I don't know anything really. Everything good?
Well, yeah, some of it's personal family stuff.
Oh man.
And it's been some tough stuff, and
I'm sorry.
Jobs changed a little bit.
I don't feel like a very good friend. I don't know any of this.
No, I haven't told anyone.
Oh well, I don't feel so bad.
We could catch up later.
Well, we'll be over in a half hour to an hour, depending on how much fun we're having in chat, and we're all here live.
Right.
Let's say hi to everybody in chat. We have questions, Jeff. Looking forward to it. I have questions too. Like, why does Jeff get no? Okay. Anyway, so Hitchhiking Bones has some questions. So if they're true or false questions, I may or may not accept them. Any other questions, go to Kadani Sean. Yay, we love DBC, says Space Mountain at Dave Contrell. Jen S says hello to everybody. Coaster FAQs. I love that name. Saying hi. Destination Timeshare saying hi. Who else did I miss? Anybody I miss? Destination Timeshare. I've got Grinning Ghosts in my head. Michael Superbacker asking me, how was the rest of your day? I've had a great day, buddy. I hope you've had a great day. I worked on my work website. I've got a couple work websites, and none of them are really good, but one's going to be good. I've been working on it for a good 6 weeks, 8 weeks. I don't know. And I don't really know what I'm doing. and I felt like today, the work day was pretty much at the end. I'm like, yeah, delete, we'll start over tomorrow. So that was a little frustrating, but I learned a lot. And then I had fun on Dole Whip. Did you know that there's a dolewhipdad.com website? I knew that. Did you know that? So I was working on that a little bit. And I had way more success because I wasn't trying to do anything hard. I did easy things.
All the fun stuff.
Yeah, the stuff I know how to do. Stacy Rogers, OMG, it's DWD. Welcome to you, Stacy. Long time no see. Boy, your Philadelphia Eagles are in the news a lot. Disfinity, did I see you guys hit 6K subs? I think I saw that. Congratulations, guys. That's amazing. Am I remember? Is that you guys?
I think that was that Mouse Talk? Was it Walt?
Oh, maybe it was Mouse Talk. I think it was Disfinity. I don't know what I'm talking about. Disfinity, I'm glad you're here, whether I'm right or wrong. Blooming Cheese is in the house. What's going on? What's going on? Been listening to a lot of music today, so I'm kind of in a weird mood. Dean, the turkey leg sturgeon. So, PSA? Is it a PSA? What are those things called when you go on and you give an announcement? What is that?
PSA? Public service announcement.
Public service announcement. Don't go on Dean's Instagram ever again. Ever.
Don't go on who?
Dean, the turkey leg sturgeon.
Oh, it's funny. He makes me laugh.
Terrifying. Dean, I can't. I just can't. When next time we meet up, I'm not hugging you. I'm gonna be scared. No, I love you. I'll hug you. I don't know why I said that, but yeah, it's a little scary. Do you know what I'm talking about? He's got like this face thing, but he's just in boots.
He was like Luke Skywalker.
I'm out. You know what the creepy ones are when he was Maleficent?
Yeah.
I threw up a little bit in my I don't know. So Dean, still love you, but no.
That's funny.
Oh, Karki's in the house. What's going on? Carol in the house. Paso the pair. My friends in the house. Disfinity. Haha. No, not us. Oh, okay. Well, congratulations on your growth anyway.
I think it was Walt from Mouse Talk that hit 6,000.
Oh, well, that's awesome too. I love them also. Dad builds in the house. What's going on? Dean.
Hey, Chris.
You know what? It's good that we've got a live show going on because Dean's here and that'll prevent him from posting on his Instagram. We're here to help.
Well, I was enjoying it, so it's scaring you, but I'm enjoying it.
Well, so. I mean, I'm not saying I didn't enjoy it. I'm saying I don't think it's for the faint of heart. I think
it's freaking you out a little bit.
I don't wear an adult diaper, and I might have to now because it was pretty scary. Disfinity. Francisco's in the house. What's going on? James Ryan. What's going on, my man? Hope you're having a great day. There's a lot of news since we last talked, and that's my fault because we haven't had a show in a while. But there is, oh my gosh, there's construction news. There's anniversary / birthday news. There's no restaurants open. I don't know. Do you have any trips planned? I've got a trip planned in March. I don't think it's a DVC trip. I really should have checked with my wife before we went live tonight. I think I don't know what I'm talking about, but I think that I'm kind of excited to go if the world's still weird. And I think it will be in March, right? Traumatized, right? Thank you, Karki. Exactly. I'm traumatized too. Good word, by the way. I'm excited to go while the world's a little weird, because from what I hear, you can get in, you go to the Poly and there's nobody there. You go into Wilderness Lodge, there's nobody there. I don't know. Have you been lately? What say you?
Well, no, I have not been lately. I skipped 3 trips last year. 1, because the park was closed, and 2, that my wife didn't, she didn't feel comfortable going.
Yeah,
and I kind of was
too last year. Yeah.
So we missed a total of 3 trips last year. So this year we have trips scheduled for the same exact time this year. So end of April, 1st of May.
Nice.
Instead of mid-September like we did in 2019, we're going to be there over the 50th. So we're like there from the 28th to the October 4th. And then we're there the second week of December. So
yeah, we might be there that same. I don't know our October dates, but our anniversary is October 7th. So we usually go around that time. So we might be do a meetup, but we're going to be there for the, is it Flower and Garden? I guess it's Flower and Garden, which we've never done.
Flower and Garden, no, Food and Wine's in the fall.
Yeah, no. I'm saying, is it March?
You're going to March, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to do Flower and Garden, and then we'll do the October one. Yeah, Food and Wine.
We've got
like 6 months now or something.
Yeah, so we've got 3 trips, and I mean, I'll be honest, yeah, for the first one, we're still a little nervous, but yeah, I can't push off my DVC points any longer. I've got to go, and I've missed it, something awful. So,
well, I haven't announced it publicly because I've only been doing my live show, and I don't know, it doesn't come up, but I got jabbed in the arm, and I'm not sad, and I'm not apologizing. I'm glad. I can't wait for the second jab. Now, I know that doesn't change a whole lot, and I still got to wear my mask and all those things, but jab me 3 times for all I freaking care.
My wife and I are hoping that we get to that point before our trip. Our daughter just got her second shot yesterday because she's a nursing student. Good. And she starts clinicals, so they required them to do it.
I've got friends in California. My mom's in Illinois, and well, actually, some of my friends in California just got theirs yesterday. But I'm just really glad.
After the first one
in Texas, but
after the first one, she didn't have any side effects. But then after this one yesterday, last night, and then this morning, she was running a low-grade fever and some aches. But then by tonight, she was fine.
It was worse for Paula, but I gotta be honest with you, I was freaking tired the rest of the day. Not that I'm freaking tired. Every afternoon I get pretty tired, but no, I felt it. I did. I'm not gonna lie, but everybody's different. But I'm glad I got it, and I can't wait for the second one, and I don't feel bad at all. Way behind the chat. Let's get caught up and let's talk some DVC. We were at Wilderness Lodge as destination timeshare for a night a couple of weeks ago. The place was empty, as was John Bahati. I'm kind of looking forward to it. Like
a lot of those DVC resorts that have like pay rooms and the DVC rooms, they're not. The pay rooms aren't available, so the only people are staying at those resorts are DVC.
Yes.
So they're like, I don't want to say ghost town, but there's not a lot of people there.
Well, and I'm sorry, I like people, but not on vacation as much as it. Anyway, I like some people. There's a small group of people I can, but anyway, I'm going to be excited. How do I say this? I like cruising around DVC resorts. I like going in the lobbies. I like shopping. I like having food, dinner, lunch, whatever. Having that place to ourselves a little more, whether we're staying there or not, where DVC will be able to go get a reservation and hang out. I'm looking forward to that because I like to video, and I'll be able to get like the Polly's lobby or the Wilderness Lodge lobby with less, rugrats running through my shot. So that'll be fun. So I'm really looking forward to that. Jan says I was at Saratoga Springs Treehouse in December. I remember you said that, Jan. Maybe you said it. You were going. I don't know. Maybe I'm confusing it, but I'm jealous of that. We went to Saratoga Springs and we could see one of them across the golf course. But that looks amazing. And you'll be at Bay Lake in March. Nice. Paso Paris says we love Flower and Garden. I'm looking forward to it. I don't have a big yard. We got a decent side yard and backyard. We can do a little gardening, but we haven't. But I used to at an old house I had. I really enjoyed gardening. I don't mind telling people that was fun. I got into it. And Flower and Garden, I'm going to love it. I can't wait. I'm excited for it. So yeah, Paso Paris says they love it. I think it's pretty sure it's the only Epcot festival I haven't done yet. I don't want to lie, but I think that's true. Hitchhiking Bo says excited for your trip, Sean. I went all out 7 trips planned, 2 Disney World, 5 cruises. Is that rich? Yeah, Bloom and Cheese. Dang, that's amazing, dude. Bloom and Cheese, you can adopt me if you want. I feel like we've said this before. There's Mouse Talk. Is it? Did I see? Did you have a big fat 4-digit number Did you do a round number? I think we were talking about that before you're here, and I think it's you. So congratulations on 6,000. I think it was. That's freaking awesome. What an amazing stream tonight. The growth of Mouse Talk is wonderful. Nice. Will says hello, everyone. Hello, Will. Okay. Hey, Shelly Starwalker's in the house. Copper Creek Wilderness Lodge was busier. Okay, because Boulder Ridge is closer, unlike Animal Kingdom Lodge, where Kidani is a little more disconnected. Okay. The lobby at AKL was really empty. Only the DVC people were on the floor. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of looking forward to that. You want to talk about the 30th anniversary?
Let's talk about it. Let's
do it here. Let's screen share. Let's do that. Let's let people see what I'm talking about. I'm in a weird mood. Not sorry, like Dean. Celebrate the 30th anniversary code. I don't know when DVC got on my radar, but it wasn't 30 years ago. I can tell you that. Maybe it's just an old guy thing. Now that I'm older, I listen to it. I'm not going to read the whole article, but can you believe this year marks the 30th anniversary of Disney Vacation Club. Today we are officially, this is the 28th. So what is that? 5 days ago, I guess. By the way, Groundhog Day. That's the whole thing. Kicking off our year-long celebration by revealing an exciting lineup of made-for-member activities and benefits, as well as a special performance. Blah, 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 blah. We're not going to talk about the special performance, but the buttons are kind of cool. They're showing off the Epcot here DVC Lounge, which I've not been in, but my wife and daughters have been in.
It's the DVC Lounge is cool, and I just read, I want to say it was last week, it may have been over the weekend, that they're keeping the DVC Lounge open through all of 2021.
Yeah, it says right here, overlooking Epcot, the park's Imagination Pavilion will remain open, through 2021. I'm glad because I want to check it out. I've not been in any of them.
It's cool. I like it a lot. I really wish they would put one in each park. It would be really cool to have one.
So you got beverages, you got Wi-Fi, you got some air conditioning. What do you like about it besides that?
There's a cheese popcorn cart right outside of that place, and I'd go get my cheese popcorn, and then I would go sit in there, cool off, eat my cheese popcorn for a snack, and have free beverage.
I will say, when you're at and I'm thinking Epcot, obviously, because we're talking about Epcot, when you're having a long day, it's a festival, it's Orlando, it's oppressively freaking muggy. It's a good idea to take 20 minutes off and get some air conditioning and air out the shirt and all that. So yeah, I've not done one yet. I mean, we're DVC, but I don't have the blue card. Paula has a blue card because we were stupid, but that's a whole nother conversation. But that's not why I haven't done it. I just haven't done it yet. I'm going to make a point of doing it next time.
It's neat. We've always gone up there. The kids like it. They have those Coke freestyle machines now. Yes. I guess right now they get the drink for you instead of you getting the drink.
Well, but 'tis the season, right? Yeah, my youngest daughter was pretty excited about that.
But
what are those Coke machines called? I don't know.
Freestyle.
Yeah. Good stuff. Well, I'm going to get up there and check that out. So anyway, let's keep going on the 30th anniversary stuff, because this is pretty cool. I might want to do this one. You can see this cute picture of this cute mom and this cute daughter taking a selfie in the Italian pavilion, one of my favorite places. And again, I'll just read from this point. In celebration of the 30th anniversary, members are invited to take part in a brand new scavenger hunt. I love scavenger hunts across Walt Disney World Resort. There's one at each park, by the way. In this interactive and informative selfie collecting quest, I love quest, good word, DVC members will discover thematic insights and Disney details that are woven into the storytelling of each of the parks. Here's a sneak peek. So one of the things that I love best as a Disney, look, I'm not going once in my lifetime. I'm going a couple times a year when the world lets me again. And I love that those people who think, oh, why are you going on the same vacation? It's never the same vacation. As we know, Disney's so detailed. The theming, let's just say it that way, is so detailed. And that's what I think you and I and a lot of us Disney nuts love. This is going to be right up my alley. I mean, have you heard of this? Have you done this? You haven't done it yet.
I haven't done it. I seen it and I'm like, man, this is going to be cool. I want to go around and take some selfies and, of the little backgrounds. And I think it's going to be really cool.
I'm looking forward to it.
I want to do it. So it's going to be fun.
And when they took away the card game over Magic Kingdom, so it's kind of, I don't know, not the same, but kind of, well, doesn't take the place. But anyway, in this selfie collecting quest, Disney Vacation Club members will discover Disney details that are woven into the storytelling of each of the parks. Magic Kingdom, can you guess why so many window shutters in Liberty Square hang a bit crooked? Epcot, they've got a question. DAK, they've got a question. Hollywood Studios. I got a question. And then check out these 4 different buttons. You got Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo. You got what do you got? Simba and all, I guess. There you got one of those aliens, and who we got? Figment. It looks like there. So those look fun. There's a different button for each of the parks. I'm not gonna lie. I love collecting buttons. I don't have any. I need all 4.
Nope, I'm with you on that. It'd be fun. Even if there weren't buttons, it would still be fun to do. So
Yeah, exactly. But I'll take the button.
And it's funny, and you're talking a little bit ago about, it's a different vacation. I remember when you first go, you're trying to get all these rides in, and you're trying to do all this stuff, and there's just not enough time. And now when we go, it's more relaxed. It's let's ride what we want. Let's have some fun. Let's enjoy the atmosphere. Let's enjoy the food. Let's enjoy the scenery. And it's become really different. And that's what I love about it.
Me too. For me, it's the difference of, I know I'm going to be back, right? And I was talking to a new friend, frankly. She's a travel agent. I'm on Clubhouse. Are you guys on Clubhouse yet? You need to get on Clubhouse. It's pretty awesome.
I have not got on Clubhouse yet.
We need to get you over there. Are you an iPhone guy?
I have an iPhone, yes.
There you go. If you need an invite, let me know. I think I've got like 3. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So I started this little group and whatever, and a whole bunch of Disney travel. I think it was like from one Disney travel agency. I'm pretty sure, at least they're friends, right? And so it's like 6 or 7 young ladies, and they're all in the Disney travel industry. And one of them was saying the exact opposite of what I just said. Because I go so often, I take my time. She's like, nope, we got a plan. We do this, we do that, we do this. I barely have a plan during the work week, let alone on vacation.
It's funny. I mean, I've got a spreadsheet, and when I start my show, I'm actually going to show my spreadsheet, and I have everything kind of planned out, not to the minute or to the hour, but I have things planned out. But I can tell you, those go out the window once we get there. Because,
good.
Because it's like, we're supposed to do this, but I really want to go do this, and I was kind of frustrated with the no park hopping. I was like, man, please bring that back. So now that they've brought it back, and we're going to be able to park hop. So if I'm at this park and I really want to go over here, I want to be able to go.
Hold on now. When you go on your vacations, you go for multiple days, yes?
Oh yeah.
Like longer than I go, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, when we first started going, we would drive, and so our vacations, we'd leave, get off work Friday, leave Friday night, and then we're there for almost 2 full weeks.
See, so what is your rush? Would be my response.
Well, this is going to sound crazy. Everybody's going to get mad at me, but we found that those vacations that they were 12 days were too long. They were just too long. As much as you love Disney,
I believe you. I can see that. I'm
being away, being there. I mean, it's great. The food is great, but it was just really long. Our sweet spot became 6 to 7 days. Became kind of the sweet spot. We go, and it's much shorter. It's compact, but we still we were still taking our time instead of trying to ride everything. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, there are rides you got to ride. I mean, I have to ride Spaceship Earth unless it's closed. I'm riding Spaceship Earth. When you're setting your fast passes, you got to fast pass Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, or you're going to wait 180 minutes. So, I mean, you do those things, but now, I mean, who knows what it's going to be like when we go at the end of April. They still may not have fast passes back.
See, you say everybody's going to get mad at you. I think everybody's going to get mad at for what I say in response to that. I'm the vast opposite of that, and Paul is even more so than me. We're not in a rush. There's nothing that we have to do. And do you know why? Because there's so much that we want to do. Like, it's not like I'm like, oh man, I had to go on Expedition Everest. I mean, there's no bad call in any of the parks. I'm going to enjoy it every time. You're not going to make me, I don't know. I don't even know what I could say. There's nothing for me to say. I'm going to enjoy it no matter what I'm doing.
That was the beauty of our trip in September of 2019. The first trip my wife and I took alone, without the kids. We didn't have to, worry about having even though they were almost adult children, they were in their teens.
Sure.
We didn't have to worry about, hanger, someone getting hungry and angry and having breakdown because they're ready to eat something. It's like, okay, do you want to ride this? Let's get on. Let's go over here and do this. Let's go do that. Yeah. And we went at the pace we wanted to go to. If we wanted to go back to the room and rest, go back to the room and rest. Yeah. And then went out at night so we could stay out even longer. So
we don't normally go back once we hit the room or we hit the pool or whatever. But then we're going to end up either going to a dinner or more often than not going to Disney Springs, which ends up at dinner somewhere. Right. So it extends our day. But I don't think we've ever gone back to a park. Not that we wouldn't, but I just don't.
That's what, when the kids were younger, that's what we used to always do. We learned after our first trip in 2006 that we cannot stay at the parks all day. Our daughter, we did that, and after the fireworks show, and I'll tell this story because she's not around, because she gets mad when I tell this story.
I won't tell it.
She was 4 years old, and she had a breakdown outside of the Emporium on Main Street, because we at the time allowed them to get 2 things a day. You could pick 2 prizes. Again, we kind of watched the price, but 2 prizes. If you get 2, you don't get a third one. Well, she had gotten her 2. It was after the fireworks. We'd been in the park all day. It was at Magic Kingdom. And she wanted this Tinkerbell bag that came with markers that you color. And she's 4. And we've stood our ground. The answer was no. And then you try to reason with a 4-year-old. We can come back to the park. You can get it tomorrow, or when we come back to Magic Kingdom. 4 years old, you can't reason with her. I mean, she was having a complete meltdown right outside the Emporium on Main Street. People are walking by, leaving the park. The people laughing are the parents and people that know what you're going through. We actually had security walk by us and look at us like we were beating our child. And so I will say that she did get taken into the restroom by mom. She went in crying. She come out not crying. I'm not going to say what happened, but she wasn't crying any longer. She got into the stroller. And before we could even get on the bus to go back to the resort, because again, that was our first trip and we flew, she was asleep. So from that moment on, we learned that we have to take a break in the afternoon to let them swim, let them cool down, because they just could not park storm. And once we started doing that, the trips became even better, because we would be at the park at opening, and then we'd go back and rest, eat dinner, do something, and then go back to a park. Or have dinner at the park like Liberty Tree Tavern, but then stay till the park closes. The kids were able to stay up and have fun, and especially like on a night with extra magic hours when they was doing that, and it was really fun. It was really fun.
Well, that's awesome. I think we all get better at what we do the more we do it. But the truth is, 4-year-olds are 4-year-olds. And what are you going to do? You're going to give them. I love that you said, well, we're going to give you a quota of 2. Like she's counting. Right. She's like, I want that. I mean, come on, I'm 51 and I don't do quotas. I have that meltdown in the Arby's drive-through every other Friday. So.
Right. So, but again,
good.
So you just try to reason with them, but you're not reasoning with a 4-year-old.
No, 4-year-old, like whatever. Blue Jesus says, I would love to be on your show. Yeah, let's get you on. I mean, you want to come on next week? Message me. You know how to message me. We talk all the time. Message me and we'll hook you up. Hook us up. The first time I knew about DVC was 97, says Detroit Disney Duo, Triple D in the house. What's going on? Tina saying, hi, I'm terrible at selfies. Just saying, I don't think you can be terrible at selfies. Just have fun with it, man. Move me and Nick in the house. What's going on, buddy? I don't know what you were asking me earlier, but you said, don't worry about it. So don't worry about it. Someone said, why not just offer a pin? Why a button? Someone said, why not just offer a pin? Why a button? I don't know. I don't understand. Annie Coogan in the house. What's going on, Annie? How are you? We have annual passes, says Destination Time Star, so we take our time. We may only go to a park for a few hours. Went to Hollywood Studios just long enough to ride Rise. I still haven't done Rise. Our first, after it opened, we had 4 or 5 months before we even went, and then the Rona hits, and now we've missed. I mean, it feels like it's been out for years now, and I haven't even done it yet. But which is weird too, because when the Avatar ride came out, Flight of Passage, it was like 2.5 years before I rode it. Now, the first time we were there, we're like, I ain't waiting 4 hours. You're going to have to buy. There's so few things I would stand in line for 4 hours for. Like, probably nothing.
I won't stand in line that long for anything.
So, and then I get doing this YouTube thing, and then it became why don't you ride? Are you scared? Are you mad at Avatar? Do you not like blue people? I'm like, people, it's a great park without doing that, Right. But anyway, but it's great. I mean, I love it. I've only done it once, and I instantly became my favorite ride. It's amazing. But now I feel that way with Rise of the Resistance. I haven't done it yet.
Yes, I haven't done that yet either. And my wife gets motion sickness, so she doesn't ride the simulators. So when I set fast passes up, I went on it once with my magic band, and then she gave me her magic band, and then I went on it a second time. So I got to ride it twice in a row.
Nice.
So
that's cool. Tina says, but I find that it is the beauty of DVC. Anyway, you're going back. Exactly. That's why I wanted to buy it. Yep. My husband thought it would be the last time we went back in 12. Wow. We back 7. That's cool. Elena's in the house. Aloha to you, Elena. Elena.
Aloha.
I was looking at, I'm a big volcano lunatic. I love volcano videos, and the volcano's going again on the Big Island. But I was looking back in 2018, Vent 8, Leone Estates. I was watching all that stuff. I don't know what island you're on, but I like volcanoes. They're amazing. Anyway, way off topic, but amazing stuff. And hello to you. So yeah, okay. So let's get back to the Celebrate 30. I got that on screen still. A lot of people ask about membership benefits. I'm not the expert by any means. Sean's going to be more the expert. I know there's somebody, I think, who was it? Hitchhiking Bones said they had some questions. I'm just going to go through the benefits just because I think people will probably want to know. DVC members now have more flexibility to save for dream vacations with Adventures by Disney as part of the Disney collection. Now, I will tell you that everybody I know says don't do the Adventures by Disney because the points are too costly compared to the other stuff. But if you're interested, there it is. Eligible members have regular access to multiple benefits at Walt Disney World Golf, including 15% off, who cares, blah, blah, blah. Disney Vacation members looking for a road trip extension, an island getaway, or even a bucket list river cruise can use the exchange network. I can't imagine I'll ever do that, but it's out there if you care. Last but not least, members can show their blue Disney Vacation Club ID card to save up to 20% on select merch, blah, blah, blah. It sounds like a bunch of the same old stuff other than the selfie thing to me. What do you think, Sean?
Yeah. When I read all that, when they were going through and they listed the 30, I didn't see anything that's different other than that selfie. You can go around and take selfies.
Exactly. The selfie thing was the only thing that stood out to me.
And I will tell you, I agree. Adventures by Disney and cruises, if you're going to take those, just pay out of pocket because the point exchange, it's not worth it.
Yeah, I've never even looked at it, but everybody says that.
I mean, I've done the calculations. It doesn't come out right.
I wouldn't mind doing one of those someday. And I like going to Disney. I like rivers. I like cruise. I don't like cruise. I've never done a cruise, but I like the idea of a river cruise. There's a couple neat things that I looked at. It's just won't be DVC points that I use. Like, I don't know. Wifey's still trying to get me to go on a cruise, and she'll probably win at some point, but yeah, no. I'm not going to use my DVC points on that. There's just no way. I don't know. So what's the thing that you missed the most? It's been too long for both of us. Doesn't have to be a DVC. Let's start a DVC show. But what's the thing you miss most? And the first thing you're going to do when you get to go back in, well, not too long.
I just miss being there. Just the surroundings, the atmosphere. Probably the food. I mean, the food probably more than anything. I miss that the most. And the first thing I'm doing when I go back is I don't say we lucked out, but we always like to fly in the evening, and there was no evening flight. So we have like a 4:00 flight. So I'm actually going to be able to do something when we get there. And we're staying at the Riviera. So I think I'm going to try to get a kind of a late Topolino dinner reservation for that first night. Hopefully get one. To eat there once we get there. So
we had New Year's Eve reservations that we gave up, and we were going to go with our I have 4 daughters. 2 of them have moved out and have given us grandbabies. One that we babysit a lot. She's with us a lot now. Anyway, that was the couple we were going to go with, and we were going to try to do a nice dinner there. And so I kind of want to do that now because it was on the agenda. They're going with us on one of the 2 trips, but I think they're doing the October trip. So
yeah. We're actually going to be there on my wife's birthday.
Oh, nice.
And last year we were supposed to be there on her birthday, and I actually had a reservation for the brunch at California Grill before everything got shut down. So they're not doing the brunch, but you can have dinner at California Grill. So I'm trying to get a California Grill dinner on her birthday.
So speaking of birthdays, not Disney, my wife's birthday is this Saturday. And so we're going to a little French restaurant that I've only been to sit down once, and I had a burger once. Not there's anything wrong with burgers, but it wasn't fancy is my point since all this has happened. So
I've gone into
my gosh.
I've gone into a sit down, and it's a local brewery place here with some friends twice. Outside of that, everything's been carry out. Our anniversary, our 25th wedding anniversary was January the 9th. And we just ordered takeout. We ordered some cheesecake from Cheesecake Factory, and I just went and picked everything up and brought it home.
Yeah, I mean, when we go out to eat now, we mean drive-through now. It's crazy. I mean, I know, like some of the drive-through people that are local, they know me now. Like, what the heck?
Curbside to go.
Nice. I mean, I don't mind it, but it's weird. But I miss we really miss sitting down. And so the point is, mentioned, birthday. this little French one, it's always reminded us of World Showcase. Like we really love the French Pavilion, and you get little macaroons, or I'll get a creme brulee or whatever, and then the food's really good.
Yeah,
but
there's a lemon tart that's in the pastry place in back in the France area.
We love that.
And my wife absolutely loves that lemon tart. She'll get it.
I don't know about if I've had lemon tart, but I've never had something there that we didn't. Yeah. We usually get like however many people we have, we'll usually get that many things, but we'll all take little bites of it.
Little bites, yeah.
And I love doing that. I don't we should do that now again with the crowd. But
hey, Tina, to answer your question, I just kind of mentioned that we were supposed to have brunch at the California Grill on my wife's birthday, May the 3rd last year, but everything was closed and obviously no trip. So haven't done it. Hopefully when they bring it back on one of our trips, our goal is to do it.
Yeah. I haven't even let myself really memorize the dates because, missing the last two, I'm pretty sure we're going now, and I'm really sure we're going in October.
We just talked about it. Actually, it was over the weekend. We were kind of talking about it because we go grocery shopping at 6 a.m. in the morning.
I remember said that. And, you know what I do at 6 a.m. in the morning?
Sleep.
Drool? I don't know.
Drool, sleep. I'm guessing sleep. No, we were talking about it, and she's still a little nervous about it. And I said, we're just going to have to go. I go, hopefully we'll at least have our shots, maybe. But if not, let's just go. We'll wear our mask. We'll wash our hands.
Where are you? Indiana?
Indiana, yeah.
Yeah. Are they, I know this is a DVC show, but are they moving along? I mean, because
they've actually, a couple of weeks ago, they've actually opened it up to anyone 65 and older. So they're moving along here in Indiana. They're not, not some of these other states that are having issues. They're moving along with what they're getting in the way of inventory. So
my mom's in Missouri, and I'm big. I'm not skinny, but other than that, I'm healthy. So I'm 51. So I mean, I don't think I'm old, but it's older. But my mom hasn't even heard anything yet, and I've already got mine. It's kind of ridiculous, but move to Texas, people. Move to Texas. Anyway, so DVC. Let's get back to the selfie thing.
Let's do that.
Are you gonna do it? Because I would.
Absolutely, I'm gonna do it.
If my kids were down, I would do it. I'm guessing my kids would be down for one, and then they would tell me it's stupid.
I don't know if my wife will. She's not a big selfie person, and I'm not really either. I don't take a lot of selfies, but for a button and for being Disney, we'll probably do it.
Yeah. Hey, Sarah J. Late night party animals. I mean, it's not about the selfie. It's about I like Disney trivia. I'm going to be real. I love Disney trivia, and I love the nooks and crannies, and I love World Showcase. I mean, not that I wouldn't do it at all the parks. I would, but the the Epcot one for me sounds like a lot of fun. I would do it. I was telling my wife just a couple nights ago. Okay, so let's go back into the Wayback Machine. Before the Rona, as Disney YouTube was doing pretty decent for me, I thought, well, maybe I'll get an annual pass. And she was actually trying to talk me into it. Get an annual pass, fly out there, do a 3-day weekend once a month, get a bunch of your content for your channel, have fun with your friends, blah, 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 blah. So I was right on the edge of doing that. Like I was about to buy the annual pass. I was doing the math and trying to figure it out. And then all this stupidity happened and whatever. And one of the things I planned on doing was taking a couple 4 days maybe and just doing World Showcase like with a fine-tooth comb, like every nook and cranny, get to know the pizza guy in Via Napoli, like really, really become a local for 4 days at World Showcase. Because if I lived there, I'm telling you, I would be World Showcase. I would be the homeless guy in the World Showcase.
Yeah, when we were there in September for the food and wine, I believe it's the food and wine where they do the thing. If you go into Epcot 4 times, they had like these wooden coasters and these little sets that
yeah.
My wife made sure that we did that.
I would be all about that if I could.
So we've got the coasters, we've got the cutting board.
I got the cutting board.
And then we've got they're like a little wooden spoon and a little wooden fork in a little pouch. So we've got those. Actually have an extra set of the coasters, but yeah.
Oh, guy, I know we'll make a trade. I love that. I don't even know why. Like I look around my room and there's all this stuff that what am I going to do with all this stuff? But I like it. I want it. I don't know. I don't need any of it. It's just fun. And it's fun to get to. Like I'll grab Disney crap on eBay now and then, but mostly it's fun because you're there, right? Like,
right.
Sometimes if it's something that I really, really like, but mostly it's just the nostalgia, the remembrance of being there, right? So that's a little off topic, but what's your favorite thing you've picked up at the parks recently? Or maybe not even at the parks. Maybe that's just Disney.
Well, I haven't been there. I've ordered a few things off of Shop Disney. Got some Christmas stuff.
Yeah.
I got the gingerbread apron to wear, so when you're cooking, it's on. So I had to have the apron, so I got
fun.
that, and I got a couple of pins. I got the actually, it's back over here. I got these are really cool. These are the little stormtrooper pins.
Put it on you. There you go.
I got these little stormtrooper.
Oh, they're sweet.
And then I picked these the Christmas pins.
Oh, I love those.
It has the 2020 on them. So that's just a couple of things that I bought. My wife is trying to limit me spending money and making me wait till we go. So
yeah, I don't have to be thrifty anymore because the Disney YouTube money, I do what I want with, and it goes into Disney YouTube or stock or Disney crap from eBay. I usually don't throw that part in, but it's true. My magnets, says Sarah, are in drawers as well as my pins are in Disney bags. So I've got a lot of Disney pins. I have a few, but mostly friends send me, not recently because Rona, but 2 years ago and 3 years ago, I would get friends sending me the annual pass holder magnets. I don't know why I couldn't think of that word there. They're fun. I like them. If I was an annual pass holder, I'd definitely go to all of those too. But pins, yes, I got a lot.
Yeah, we've got a few of the magnets. I got lucky the year that we took 3 trips where we took my son and I went, and then my wife and daughter went. We went at the break between the break time where we got the magnet from the first half, and then they got the magnet from the second half. So you were able to put them up. Since we had APs, we were able to get the magnets that year. So we don't have all the magnets, but we've got a few.
I only have, I don't know, maybe 6 or 5, not even that, maybe 4. I'm looking over there where I can't see them.
I can't see them either, but yeah.
Triple D, no, but I was the guy with AMC. I had 50 AMC. I did well. I did very well with AMC. I still have 5. I probably should have sold. I don't really believe in it, but I'd kick myself if it went to 100.
Jumbo, Emma.
But yeah, Emma, I just got back from the parks not too long ago. Welcome in. I'm so glad you're back. I am hoping to be DVC member soon, looking to buy resale through Disney. Space Mountain Dave says, yeah, I'm looking to get another contract. Honestly, the money that we're putting away will be for another DVC contract. Wifey just the other night was telling me, there's a deal on this and there's a deal on that. I'm like, well, I don't have enough money in my account yet, but if you want to buy one, let's do it. And she'll, no. I'm just telling you. But I'm still a good year away. I mean, we're not making that much, but it's, if I can buy a contract every couple of years, my life will be okay.
I mean, we've got a good, healthy amount of points. So for the one contract, we bought. I'll share. I mean, we have 200 points. So we want more, but right now it's just paying 2 kids to go to. One kid that just finished college, the other kid's in college. It's just. Until my daughter's out of nursing school, it's like, let's just make sure she gets through nursing school.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. My daughter, well, I'm not even going to tell the college story. We were having that conversation last night. Anyway, whatever. So, it's a weird thing being a parent of 4 kids of a different age, right? The money thing changes with each kid, and their expectations seem to go up exponentially too. I'm like, I still run a nonprofit, people. Like I run a nonprofit, but anyway, it's fun. We love our life. Nursing school's not cheap. Yeah, I mean,
yeah, trust me, I'm well aware of that. Yeah, and she's only in her first year of her second year of college, but first year of nursing school. Because
to be in nursing school right now might probably be the hardest year since World War II to be in nursing school and to actually finish. Right?
I think it's either in February or March she starts her first clinicals. And they just told her what hospital. Then there's a hospital just not too far from campus. I was hoping they'd put her in Riley Hospital for Children, but that's not where she's at right now. She'll go there when she does pediatric stuff, but
that's cool.
They're sending her to a different hospital to start her clinicals.
Makes me feel old, but that's awesome. I can't even remember college. I mean, it's different. Triple D says we had a lot of points. We saved on interest by buying small points. Yeah, our contract's really, really small. I mean, I think we got the minimum we could buy to get a contract at the time, but we're looking forward to the second one. Thought about going to a 1-year grad program to get my MFA, Masters of Freaking Awesome. I don't know what that stands for. Masters of Freaking Awesome is pretty good though.
Way to come up with that.
That's pretty right. Yeah. Master.
Right.
I don't know what it is, Emma, but I'm calling it Masters of Freaking Out because you are, Emma. Just not sure if the loans are worth it. Yeah, if you can stay away from loans, man, stay away from loans. I just returned from Walt Disney World 2.5 weeks ago. Congrats, Sarah. I'm jealous. And heading back in 10 days. Now I'm super jealous. It can't get here fast enough, right? Yeah, I really enjoy having. This is funny. I really enjoy having those countdowns, but I had two that got, somebody, they pulled the football away from me when I went to kick the freaking ball twice. So not really letting myself. Anyway, I remember I was leaving as you
I was showing this the other day. This is my countdown. It's kind of hard to
put it on you again. There you go. Oh, I see it. There you go. Oh, yeah, 84 days to go. So it's cool. Is that Toy Story? I like it. Finance and accounting. Nice. I know. I mean, I didn't know, but okay. Masters of Fine Arts. Oh, I guess I could have guessed that. I think mine is pretty fun though. Freaking awesome. Fine art, freaking awesome. They're both pretty cool. So you're staying at Riviera, you said. I've not even been in Riviera. That was one of the things that we missed out on the last trip, right? Hey, we're going to go back in a couple months. Yeah, what did I know? But it really looks like my style. I love Italian culture. I love art. I love good food. I love art. I mean, just that walkway where they have the, I don't know, is it the tile on both sides?
Yeah, it's like
That's amazing. The mosaic tile. I don't know what I'm talking about. I really, really just want to walk in there and hang out. We planned on, the trip we planned, and then we thought the third trip we'd either do Animal Kingdom or Riviera, and then the fourth we do Animal Kingdom and Riviera. So it's in our queue, as they say, but it's farther down the road.
It's funny because we had this trip set, and then I wanted to fly. We were going to fly out the morning of. And then we ended up deciding, hey, let's fly out the night before. So we did that. So I added a night on. And then we were supposed to leave on May the 4th. Well, May the 4th be with you only makes sense to be in Hollywood Studios that day. So we added a night so now we're leaving on the 5th. So we added 2 nights to that trip. So we'll be there on May the 4th. So I've got my Hollywood Studios park all reserved. So
I lived most of my life not being a jealous man, and here I am in my 50s now, and there's like 5 things in this stream alone. You're going to be at Hollywood Studios for May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you. And that was and you know what's funny is when I set the dates and planned it, I didn't even think about that. I'm like, we're going to come home on Tuesday, May the 4th. And I just had it set because the goal was to be there on her birthday.
Yeah.
And so, we were going to come home on that day, and out of the blue, she goes, so you got us coming home on May the 4th. And she goes, shouldn't we be at Hollywood Studios that day? I love
her.
She goes, and normally I'm like, well, we could fly out at the end of the day. She goes, why don't we just stay an extra night? And I'm going, okay. And so
let's kidnap Darth Vader.
So it went from like a 6 night to an 8 night. So the first, I always book at our home resort first just to make sure we have a place. Yeah. And then at the 7-month window, I was able to basically do a split stay. I got 3 nights at Riviera and 4 nights at Copper Creek.
So there's a great tip, right? Like, so book it as soon as you can.
Mm-hmm. And then absolutely. You always book your home resort at the 11-month window to make sure you got a place to stay. And then if you can change it at the 7-month, you change it. And so when we added on the extra night at the end for May the 4th first. So then we had that night. And then when I said, let's fly out early, and I was playing with the thing, Riviera had the tower suites that sleeps 2. They had a room available. So I snagged it. So the first night is just 1 night in the tower suite. And then we have 4 nights in the standard view deluxe studio at Riviera, or 3 nights at the deluxe studio, and then 4 nights at Copper Creek. And I was shocked to get Copper Creek. That's because awesome. Anybody that looks at it enough knows if you don't own at Copper Creek, it's really hard to get in at a 7-month window. They sell out or they book fast.
I guess the people who bought them are well, basically exclusive, right? Like they don't give that up.
It's all, So I just happened to see it and I got lucky. So I booked it real quick and changed it. So yeah, we're pretty set. So it's gonna be fun. Got a
good setup there. We stayed at Tower Studio at Riviera, says Destination Timeshare. That's who threw a super chat in there. Pass holder Perry, thank you so much. Glad to have some dad back on. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done a Disney show at night. Thank you so much. Work gets in the way of the morning shows. Yeah. The work gets in the way. Little Gloria Stefan for you. I love it, and I appreciate the love and the support and the super chat. Thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome. Wayfinding with Emma says Masters are freaking awesome. Sounds much better though. T Marie's place in the house. It was Disney DLP on May the 4th once. Made sure to ride Star Tours that day. Star Tours has been one of my favorite rides since it opened up in Disneyland. You know, I remember standing in line with my dad when that was the line that was long. Star Tours back in the day in Disneyland. And I mean, it would wrap around and wrap around and wrap around. And I did it. And we'd do it 2-3 times. That's how much I love that. Now it's even better. I think that's an underrated ride. I love that one.
Yeah. Like I said, my wife doesn't ride simulators because she gets motion sickness, but I'll ride it 2 or 3 times in a row if I can.
Yeah, and I'm lucky because my youngest is a Star Wars nut, and that's one of her 2 or 3 favorite rides. Oh my word!
I'm gonna say I'm still impressed the knowledge your daughter has for Star Wars. I mean, I thought I knew stuff, and I know nothing compared to her.
I'll tell you the truth, and I've said this before. I don't like to say it when she's around, but she loves that show so much. She talks about it all week. She loves you guys. She loves the feedback we get. But with the Clone Wars and all the animated Dave Filoni stuff, and again, I've said this before. Some of you have heard this, but not everyone has. There was plenty of times that I thought she was just making crap up. Like I didn't know, I hadn't seen it. So she's talking about this and she's talking about that. I'll tell you again, the truth. Again, many have heard this probably, but when The Mandalorian came out, I was like shocked. When they talked about Clan Vizsla and all these things that are real, these are things that my daughter was saying that I thought she was just making up. I didn't know there was this world. I mean, I knew there was the Clone Wars and all, but I don't even get it. Like she's an interesting young lady. She's got creature facts. She's like zoology stuff. Like she knows, like we'll be in the car and somebody will mention something random and then she'll say, hey, and then she'll just write off these crazy lunatic facts. And we're all like, what? And now, you just pull out your phone and I'm like, holy crap, she's right. It's really weird. Right. Really, really weird. But I love it. I guess I used to know the back of baseball cards. She knows what she knows. But I love doing our Star Wars show together. It's like my favorite thing. Because she loves it so much. T. Marie says, oh my word, Sarah, I homeschool my kindergartner. I can't imagine virtual teaching him. Hearts to you. Yeah, we work with our homeschooling families too. We did homeschool our kids. And when I say we, I mean she. I went to work. My wife did the hard stuff. But we support homeschooling. We have an after school program. And 'tis the season for no school. It's hard to have after when you don't have school. So we're doing a lot of school support right now. And my class, I do junior high and high school. I only have like 5 in the class. I only had 3 in my class Friday. And then, so I'm feeling like down. I'm like, oh man, what's going on? Our attendance is down. Are people sick? And then this is Friday. And then I walk, when my class is over, I walk and I go into the younger kids class at elementary, and we have 2 of them. And the room was packed, and this room was packed, and it felt like the old days. And so it's nice. It was weird that my kids weren't there. But anyway, inside baseball stuff. It's honestly not what I imagined I'd ever be doing in my career, says Sarah. It's honestly the hardest year in my 18 years of teaching, but it's fine. Yeah, life is good. Good for you, Sarah. I appreciate teachers so much. I love teachers.
Absolutely.
I've loved before this. Yeah. I do think that it's crazy what's going on right now, but I'll tell you what, each individual families and each individual person's got something different going on. And when you're serving other people, whether you're a teacher or you're working at a church or wherever you're doing what you're doing, when you're serving other people, you're my favorite kind of people. So thank you for that, Sarah. Love the Clone Wars. Highly recommend it, says Hitchhiking Bones. I'm in season 1. So I'm a church going guy, but I'm not going to church because we're not supposed to be doing what we're doing. So I haven't been to church in quite some time. And our church is on TV, but I don't watch it. I watch Disney Plus with my kid, and we're on season 1. I think we're on like episode 18.
I'm in season 4.
Yeah. Okay. So you're ahead of me, but it's pretty cool. And Sunday mornings are a lot of fun. Like Saturday night, Saturday's our show, right? We do our gig in the morning, and then she'll say, tomorrow we're going to watch Clone Wars. And so it's totally a Star Wars, me and my daughter weekend. It's, I'm not going to pretend like this pandemic has been a good thing for anybody under any circumstances, but I have fallen in love with my dogs, and me and my daughter have engaged with Star Wars. So that's been pretty fun. I guess look for a silver lining, right? Not looking forward to going back to finish bachelor degree, but it will be worth it, says Dave. Nice. Good for you, buddy. Stacy says, so here in Pennsylvania, you guys had a Puxkatani thing tonight. We have been hit by a blizzard. I saw that, and I realized last night COVID has now taken snow days away from the kids. That's right, with virtual school. So COVID has taken away snow days. That's the bad news. The good news is Zoom has taken away any semblance of a full classroom. Some school districts are getting up to 50%. Yeah, I'm not going to log in stuff, which I find hilarious. Thanks for the kind words, everyone. No, seriously. Good night. You guys have a great night, Sarah. I really appreciate you popping in, and I appreciate
good night, Sarah.
Be safe and keep serving our kiddos. Emma says, I'm just thankful to be back in person teaching for now. Nice. Still have some Zoom classes, but it's great to see students in person again. Yeah. I'm not a teacher. We do the after school stuff and I miss it. I haven't played dodgeball with a kid in like a year and a half. So anyway, we're going to wrap it up. We got 6 more minutes. Anything you want them to know? You've got,
did anyone have any questions real quick that we could answer? Cause I remember some people said they had questions. So
Hitchhiking Moans, I think. Hey, Antonio, what's anybody have any questions? Now's the time.
I'll just tee up what I'm going to do while they tee up some questions.
That's what I was. There you go.
Okay. So I was going to start a DVC show as well, on Sundays at 10, and I was going to start next Sunday, but now I realize that that's the Super Bowl. So I think it's going to start the next week because Super Bowl may still be playing at 10 o'clock, and I watch it for the commercials. So.
Brady and Mahomes, man, this is going to be one to watch. It's going to be really, really, really cool. So, but yeah, no. So I think it's the 13th, maybe Sunday the 13th, something like that or the 4th. It may be Valentine's Day. I don't remember. Whatever that next Sunday is. I'm going to start my show, and you're more than welcome to come on each week with me if you want to come on that show. Yeah, as well. Probably. I've got some stuff during baseball season on Sunday, but until then.
Yeah, but until then. So I'm going to do that, and it's just going to be a format. I'm going to give people a forum to be able to ask me questions about DVC. I don't have a lot of video, but I'm going to share some pictures of DVC stuff, resorts. And I think what I'm going to do is for like each month, so for the month of February, I'm going to have like a topic. So it's going to be kind of like my intro to DVC to everyone. And then, in March, I may talk about the resorts. So each week talk about some different resorts and things like that. Just to kind of talk about DVC overall. Because what I was really hoping to do, like you, do trips last year, because my goal was to start a channel, but I wanted to get a couple of trips under. So I have some videos. So, well, again, because of Rona, that kind of threw everything out. So now we'll just talk about Disney, and I'll share what I've done and things like that. And again, let people
I mean, it might even be better. People like to pick your brain. It's just, come on, it's just us getting together and, Emma and Richard and Tina and everybody just, me and you just talking it out and having fun. That's part of it. But I look forward to that. And make sure you guys check out his channel, Kadani Sean, Sunday nights. Probably not Super Bowl Sunday. Listen, you're going to go on Valentine's. You're going to get her the wrong thing. She can be mad at you. Hang out with Sean, and you can commiserate over DVC future. You're going to have to buy a contract to make her happy. Okay. Wayfinding with Emma says, favorite DVC resort, go. You go first. I think I know it. It's in your name, but hit me in.
I'm just going to throw it out there. Animal Kingdom Lodge or Animal Kingdom Villas, Kadani Village. And I almost, and I still haven't decided yet, because I did one initial live stream. I still may call my show The Village. I haven't decided yet, but it might be called The Village. If not, there we go. Actually, I like that movie. That was kind of a freaky, but that was a good movie.
I don't know how to say his name, but I like everything he does. Mm-hmm. Is that Joaquin Phoenix?
So Kadani Village is my favorite resort. If I had to list the second one, my second one, and again, I haven't stayed at the Grand, I haven't stayed at the Poly or the Riviera. The second one, it's almost a tie between Copper Creek and Bay Lake Tower. I just like both of them for different reasons, but they are really cool resorts.
If you and your wife have another kid, you can change his last name to Village, and he could be Kadani Village. Not really, wouldn't work. My first favorite is the next one I get to go to. My second favorite is the Polynesian. Bloomin' Cheesin says, I just got done talking to a retailer that works with Golden Oaks. I am taking a tour in December. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Can I hold your hand? I want to go. I just got an email from them the other day, and I'm like, oh, they actually think I can afford it. No, they don't. I'm just on a list. But someday. I haven't given up on that dream, but We're going to need a lot of more subscribers. Team Marie's Place. I have so many questions, too many to ask now. I'll compile this. Oh, please do. Again, Sunday night, maybe not this Sunday, but next Sunday. So I'll be going on Tuesdays. He'll be going on Sundays. We'll be on each other's show quite a bit. So that'll give you 2 nights a week to get your questions answered.
And then, and I'm also want to bring in guests. So I want other people that's done DVC come in on during my show. Not every show, but maybe once a month, have someone come on and kind of talk about their DVC experience, because everybody's experience is going to be different.
Very true. Very true. Who's going to bother watching Super Bowl? Me. I'll be watching it. Are you kidding me? I can't wait. Matter of fact, we were talking to my son-in-law the other day, and I'm like, "You coming over for the game, right?" He's like, "Oh, I'll have to." He has to ask my daughter for permission to come over. But we'll have fun. My brain is fried at this hour. Yeah, I'm kind of tired today too. I'm in a good mood. My brain's going okay, but I feel a little tired. I think Paula elbows me in the middle of the night or something. I don't know what's going on. Trying to figure out what DVC resort is Kadani Sean's favorite is like trying to figure out which park is Epcot Bob's favorite, right? It's kind of in the name. I agree. We're looking forward to buying DVC. It's the best. I mean, Sean, have you met anyone who wishes they didn't buy?
No.
I do think that we might have a guest next week on this show, and he might be certainly on the future. I don't know if it's next week, but it might be next week. He sold a contract and how that is and why you would do that. So there's plenty of people who do that too.
Well, I'm sure there's reasons why, but yeah, I mean, for me, my only regret is I didn't do it earlier than when I did it.
Yeah, me too, which is crazy. Emma says she's happy to join you, Sean. Amen, right? Sean, I'd be willing to be a guest on your show. Look at it. You got people lining up already. I love it. So you got Emma, you got Tina, you got Blue and Cheese. Yeah, you guys, we'll have you guys on.
Absolutely, we'll have you on. And then back up, there was Dawn had a question. Did you buy a pre-owned package? I'm not sure what you mean by pre-owned, Dawn. I mean, I bought direct from Disney. I didn't buy a resale package.
Contract? Yeah, no, I didn't either. I'm not opposed to doing it, but the first one I wouldn't have done. I probably won't. I mean, I don't know. I haven't looked at it that close. If it saves a lot of money, once I get a couple, I suppose I would. But I don't know. I probably shouldn't answer because I haven't looked at it much. But if all things being equal, I'd buy from Disney. I mean, I want the blue card. I want the connections.
And again, when we bought, it was under $100 a point. It's not where the price point is now. So, I mean, I understand why people would buy. What's that?
Prices are about to go up again, not only on points, but on maintenance or whatever.
Yeah. So, I mean, I understand why people would buy resale now. And that's going to be one of the shows that I will have, which will be resale versus buy direct. And there's pros and cons to both resale and buying direct. Obviously, the biggest one right now is if you buy resale, you lose a lot of the benefits that you get buying direct. So,
well, and that's what Destination Timeshare says right there. Should always buy enough for the blue card from Disney, then all other contracts should be free.
Right. So, I mean, and that's exactly Destination Timeshare. If I bought another contract now, I would buy resale because I've got my blue card. So I would buy resale for the cheaper.
So it's a lot cheaper that way. I mean, that's what.
Yeah, the last time I looked, and it's probably been 4 or 5 months. Depending on where you want to stay, it could be $110, $120 a point versus the 160, I think it is, or 180 it is now.
That's significant.
And we bought in, it was under 100 when we bought it, but that was back in 2010. So
yeah, interesting. Yeah, the gold annual pass. That's right. Well, and who knows what they're going to be doing with annual passes, but that's a good point too, Emma. Only problem is resale can't book into Riviera unless they are Riviera points. Yeah, interesting. I mean, it's getting more and more exclusive, right? They've got something that more people want than can have. Bloom and Cheese says also when you go on a cruise, they give you special deals, discounted DVC points if you buy more than. Really? Okay. So here's a question for you. Is it worth buying DVC now if you don't have a current AP? Hey, Ronnie, what's going on? I'll leave you, Sean. What do you think?
That's a great question. I know they're renewing. People that have APs now can renew their AP, but they're not selling new. So, I mean, I look at it this way. I could go to stay at a DVC resort, and while it would be hard not to go to a park, there's so much to do if you're just wanting to stay at a resort to get away. If DVC is something you really want, I would say parks or no parks. I would buy into it because it's a destination. It's not just the theme park part. But that's always a part of it, and I'd like to think AP is going to come back in some fashion.
It will
once all this goes away. That's too much money that they're missing out on.
It'll be a loyalty program. dynamic pricing. Sports are going to it. It's
we actually bought in December, a year ago. Actually, I think it was December. We bought annual passes for our trips last year that we never took. So my wife and I each have a gold pass. We just haven't activated it yet. So it's just sitting there, and we'll activate it when we go in April.
Yeah, there you go. That's the way to go. Yeah, they might reimagine AP like California. Well, it's very different in California so Walt Disney World's full 365 pre-corona. Disneyland in 84, when they started the annual pass program, was empty 8 months a year, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Now that has changed drastically. Now, but remember when Galaxy's Edge opened in Anaheim, everybody's saying, oh, this is such a failure because it's not full all the time. No, it's not a failure. It's a locals park. The destination, if you're going on a trip with your family, you're going to Orlando. You're not going to Anaheim. Have you been to Anaheim? You're going to go to Orlando. And so it's just a different, it's different. The AP program in Anaheim is almost unrelated to the AP program in Orlando. And it's going to be a dynamic pricing thing. I don't know anything, but I'm right. It's going to be a dynamic pricing thing. If on days where there's lower capacity, it's going to cost more to get in on a busy day. It's going to cost less to go in more. And that's a more fair, I hate the word fair, but that's a more fair way of doing it anyway. I mean, do you really want to be paying for days you're not there? No, you want to pay to be able to get in the days you want to. So, it's a little bit of marketing and a lot of bit of, dynamic pricing. Does that make sense? I don't know if I made it.
Yeah, it does. It makes sense.
I would be struggling if I relied on going to Disneyland, but I don't rely on a Disney Cruise Line. I knew it was going to come back up. Yeah, I meant we do it too, and expires in May, but we haven't activated yet. And speaking of DC, I mean, we're going to end the show here pretty quick, but DCL, Disney Cruise Lines, they did announce, I think through May now, that they canceled all of their excursions. I don't know what those are called, whatever they're called. Cruises, whatever the right way to say it is. But yeah, I think it's coming back soon. But it's not there yet. Last but not least, Destination Timeshare says perhaps APs in Disneyland will be points based. Maybe. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a bad idea. So many points for the year, and each day is different. So back in 85, 86, 87, 88, you could walk through all by yourself. Now you go through Adventureland and Disneyland. You can't, you know the flavor of the deodorant of everyone in the park. Like there's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to be. Very vastly different than 10 years, 20 years, 30 years ago. So it's just, it is what it is. Yeah, they canceled all the sailings. There you go, sailings. I knew there was a word for it. I can't believe we went an hour. I wasn't really sure how long we'd go. I tell everybody between a half hour and an hour. I never want to get people longer than that. I mean, I don't mind. It's not like there's somebody going live after this. We're going late enough, but I'm glad to see everybody's back. I'm glad to have you here, Sean. I'm glad to see everybody in the chat. It's nice to know that you can take a little break and people stick around. I haven't given up. I've had a lot of messages. Hey, are you around? That's why I put out I don't know if you noticed, but I put it on my website, dopedad.com, and I put it on my Instagram. I got a pretty busy schedule. I feel like I'm on a lot. So sorry if you've been missing. I do go in the mornings. If you don't know, I do a Disney, Good Morning Disney with my wife and E2, 9:15 my time, 10:15 Eastern time. We talk about the Disney news of the day, and we go for 45 minutes or so, and we talk about stuff, and we have fun, and the kid yells at me. It's fun. And then we've got our shows. This show is Tuesday nights. I've got my Friday night show, Disney Pins Live, and then Sunday night. I haven't sure what we're going to do with that, but it's coming back for sure. Probably not, we've got Super Bowl and Valentine's Day.
Oh, so, Stacy, that's too funny.
What flavor of deodorant? Yeah, when you have ever tasted deodorant, yeah, what are you talking about? You haven't tasted deodorant? It's Brute is the flavor of my high school years. I'm just going to put that out there. Brute by Fabergé, I think.
Brute by Fabergé.
Yeah, I can still smell that. Anyway, so yeah, check that out in the morning. Fridays are mostly. Saturdays are my favorite show now because my daughter shows off what she knows and likes to make fun of me. She actually gets mad at me when I make fun of stuff because I don't know what you're talking about. This week she said, well, I think they like it when I make fun of you, Dad. I'm like, well, okay, good. I guess so. Find out together. But anyway, that's Saturday mornings. And then again, every Tuesday night, every Friday night, Disney Pins Live. And then the Sunday night show will be popping up again, but it'll probably be after Valentine's Day because Super Bowl Sunday, I'm not doing a show. And Valentine's Day, I can't imagine I am either. So it looks like we're in February.
See, now I have to look at a calendar because I can't.
Sunday's the 14th, I'm positive.
Yeah. So it is Valentine's Day. So I got to start it sometime, and I don't want to keep pushing it off. So it's going to be Valentine's. If no one's here, I'll talk to myself.
Oh, there'll be people here. Trust me.
So.
And my wife would probably not even care if I did it.
It's 10 o'clock at night anyway. So
exactly. Anyway, that's it. And again, lots of other stuff going on. By the way, the radio show Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Magic of the Mouse TV. The show's called Disney Duos. You can't listen to it today because it just ended right before the show. But Thursday it'll be on again. Go to my website, dolewhipdad.com. Check out the Disney Duos tab for information on that. Get you there. It is a lot of fun. If you haven't checked it out, I hope you do. I'm having fun with it. I don't know if it's any good, but I'm having a good time with it. And I think
I haven't had a chance to see it yet. I need to. I keep forgetting about it. I got to set my phone alarm or something to remember to go.
I'm working on some stuff. I'm working on some stuff to get people some notifications. I don't want to blow people away with Jeff notifications all day, every day, but it is what it is. But yeah, it's Tuesdays and Thursdays, two showings, two listenings, whatever. But it's a lot of fun. I'll promote it a little bit. So Disney Duos, it's 6 different duos of songs. So like today's version, and you'll see Thursday and Saturday. Soul was the first 2 duos are from the movie Soul, Disney Soul. So I'm a big 9 Inch Nails fan. Do you know 9 Inch Nails, Mr. Kadani Sean?
I've heard of 9 Inch Nails, but I'm not a fan.
Yeah, well, I am. Trent Reznor is freaking brilliant. But here's the thing. He sings about things that I wouldn't let my daughters listen to. It's not very wholesome stuff.
I understand.
Not my church stuff, all right? But it's good stuff, right? Like one of his biggest hits is called Head Like a Hole. So I'll just go from there. Anyway, he and Atticus from 9 Inch Nails did the soundtrack for Soul. They've done other soundtracks. It's brilliant stuff. It doesn't sound like 9 Inch Nails. Annie. Oh, you'd be surprised at my music. I love Trent. Anyway, so they're brilliant. He's brilliant. They're brilliant. And so Soul, the soundtrack is done by them. And so my first song is by Trent and Atticus from 9 Inch Nails, but it's Soul, and it's the acoustic version of what they try to get between the great beyond and earth, and what it sounded like in between. And if you watch Soul, you heard it. And it's beautiful. It's 2.5 minutes and it's acoustic. It's beautiful. And then we have another song written by Trent Reznor, but sung by the great Johnny Cash. And so it tries to, take you in other places. The second song is also from Soul, but it's not him. And then, the last Disney duo is actually, instead of a creator, it's Disney Rides, and you get a little, yo ho ho ho, and you get a little grim grinning ghost. So I'll leave it at that. I hope you check it out. Magic the Mouse Radio. If you go to dolewhipdad.com, click on the Disney Duos tab, you can click on the listen live. My show is only 6 times a week, 1 hour, but it's 24 hours a day. It's our friend Bill from Magic the Mouse's radio station. You should check it out. That's my promo for him. Love the guy. He's a great guy. And yeah, if you don't know Trent Reznor, again, don't listen to it with the kids. It's not let's be real. The kids aren't going to understand the lyrics anyway, but trust me, he's an angry guy. He's better, but he's an angry guy. Yes, he is. Dad Build knows he is. Trent Reznor's absolutely brilliant. It's just like wait a minute, go. Emma said, where'd it go? It's just like it was surprising that the writers for Frozen wrote book. Exactly. And for South Park. Yeah. Hello, this is Mouse Ears and Magic Podcast. I appreciate you being in. We're actually saying goodnight. I still don't understand radio on the internet. It's like radio, but it's on the internet. So like when you're at work, you put music on. It's the same. Yeah. So check it out. Terrestrial radio has been dead for years. No, although that's Sean, I've been yakking. Anything else you want to promote, share with them before we say goodnight?
Nope, I'm good. I'm just excited to get my show started. Maybe probably in a week and a half, and just gonna have some fun with it till I get my trips under my belt.
Go and listen to his show on Sunday night. Whether it's about, you get a free dozen roses for every complaint. You get your money back. Just trust me. Go and listen to the show. It'll be fun. All right. Love you all. Have the best day ever. Have fun storming the castle, unless you actually want to storm the castle, and then stand down, people. Stand down. All right. Sean, you have a great day. Well,
have a good night, everybody.
We're going to talk about afterwards, but I know we said something, but anyway, I love talk radio on the internet. If you catch my drift, I like what you did there. All right. Love you all. I will be live tomorrow morning, 9:15 my time, 10:15 Eastern time, other 15 other places for Good Morning Disney. I'm going to shut up. Have the best day ever.
Good night.
Bye, everybody.